We'll see if they can pull it off again with the Malzahar answer, though, into the Galio. We have another switch.
And I don't even know which lane it's going to just yet. If it's mid or top, of course. Top doesn't have orange. He's got the barrels and the Q. And let me look for the time. He's going to land that. Again, no way out just yet. Let me get the slow. Here comes the chase. Lands the kill. Blood, the Chinese crowd goes wild.
Beautiful stuff from the trend of this tournament where it's been passive to be a lot more aggressive. And speaking of aggression,
the flash to chase for Faker. They have the damage. Knocks him back up. One more shot will do him in. Doesn't need any ability power. Faker gets him down 1-1 so far in the game.
Even silencing the very excited crowd is top lane.
Lands a flash, lands a slow. Waiting for the stun against Huni. No orange to be popped just yet. Taking a bit of damage. Lands a stun, but the taunt is on. Do they have what they need? As the orange is out of that one. A couple more shots to do him in. And Huni to go 0-2. Here comes Faker. He's going to knock him out of LXG, and that's going to be spicy. Faker on his second kill.
The protection that you talked about with the attack so heavily.
But what you can compliment RNG about is this timing is up, and as you face checks Blank.
2v1 up against LXG. Nice knock up there, waiting for the hook as well. Here comes Shen to rejoin the fight as Blank brings it back in towards the team. Faker and Xiao in 1v1 as well. When they split, Blank in a flawless. He's going to get his health bar. Drops to 0 as the chase continues. A quick stun on towards Wolf as they still knock down that kill. Uzi getting first, and there's the Nethergrass to find themselves one more kill. Wolf does not have a way out. Sheepishly, he looks as MLXG gets RNG's 4th kill of the game.
Now, Bang is on the run, but he's seen by a ward here, and 3 members.
Oh, the tornado locks up a Panther, flashed it away. The ulti out of Huni should be enough to buy some time.
And I think SKT can take great options against RNG, but straight up, I think it's going to be painful for SKT.
Here we go. Maybe for Bang here in the bot lane. It's going to be a bit of slow spin out of MLXG. Won't still flash. It does not have an escape path. It's going to be the ulti to land the first stun, but no chase yet because the Gangplank ultimate. The knockup is here, and now Faker in the fight as well. Will he get anything for himself? He's suppressed. He's got a lot of damage reduction, plus the shield back in. Still looking at Wolf, but also at MLXG. Force a flash away. Let's bounce gets nothing. Faker's still now running away. Knows he's seen by a ward. The chase in for Xiaohu. Come for Edsel, do him in. Boiling's got another taunt in for Faker, but one more shot from Uzi will do him in. The deadly venom is going to make it happen. One more auto attack, and it's now
been able to successfully use the combination of globals. Faker, meanwhile, is under attack with Blank coming in.
Stun available on Faker, still very tanky. Blank looking to bring 2 back into the turret. Here comes the re-engage, and they're going to find the double knockup. Is there enough damage to be dealt? Not just yet, because Uzi is in, and he splits him in a blob. Let's turn him across. Put the hook into the turret. Is there enough for Uzi? Not just yet. The barrier's on, but now shooting at those blobs. Nice TV for Huni. Will keep Blank alive to jump back to safety.
Take the choice here on the bottom side in exchange for it. It's going to be a risky dragon take as Uzi comes in.
A little bit of something, doesn't get hooked in. Now looks for the next fight to be had, but might get knocked up as Blank wants to run away from this one. Doesn't want to get himself into a fight just yet. Let's bounce popped in, gets over the wall, but a stun lands on the Wolf. That could be dead. Let's break the passive shield boss as well as from the keystone. Flash to the wall, staying alive. The flash to chase. A heal comes in. The ulti. Sorry, the silence comes across and finds him up. There's the ultimate, and that will be Bang silenced as the next kill. The next chase coming across. They will not yet get Blank, but a 2 for 0. Easy land from Wolf. A quick walk away from Let Me, but this turret will fall. Traded on the top side by RNG.
Really the elements that I'm looking at in this game to start to shine here as we get into the mid game and these outer turrets start to fall is the engage from SK Telecom. You talk about the Blitzcrank being a risky pick, trying away from the Ardent Sensor. That plus a Zac, if you can control vision, those are where they can actually start to open up their game plan and to start to break RNG away from this success that they're finding.
Going to open up that mid lane first in this game. There's no one really punishing them, and Uzi is going to get solo.
Mid, so they have to give up his turret. They want Huni as well.
They land the silence. There's the ultimate. Oranges pop, but doesn't have anywhere to go. The barrels might not matter. Uzi on a killing spree.
The reaction time that you lose of any champions in the entire game. But it starts to crumble when you don't have that pressure to work with and the setup.
And it's 8-2 in kills. RNG looking very good so far in this series. As we've seen for these teams overall, the
Infernal and burn it down.
And it's going to be a freebie for the side of RNG. The cross to keep threatening vision here is, okay, let's hold that point.
Broke off the pass, the hook back in, they're going to knock him down. Xiaohu has fallen. Was left alone with the team nowhere near. Not quite the chase to be had, but 1 for 0. SKT attempts continue. Nice little bit of stun damage. And even the turret going down. Nice last hitting by Ming, getting himself a turn off, but they could look for again. Other important skills could include Xiao, who's Nethergrass, but look for this one now as they look to take down Digger, who is alone and does not have an easy way out. The rest of the team coming in now as Blank joins the fray, but the ulti pop means the damage is going to be there. MLXG getting his 3rd kill. Nigel not yet starting the Baron, but of course already on the half HP. Redemption to reset to buy some time to try to knock out Blank. The stun is there, but he's not done in time to block despite the ulti from Ming. That's going to secure. He flashes in, but still despite too early from Blank. the kill though, as Uzi has dropped the fight, re-engaged. One's gonna drop 4v4. Huni on the chase. He lands the barrel. Xiao, whose days are numbered, and they're gonna trade 1-for-1. Current health bars being a 3 versus 3 on the map. The Oki coming in for Faker, gonna keep Blink alive a bit longer. Emlex gonna re-engage, only gets the cell to vision though. And he's gonna get his health right back up and multiply it a little bit longer. Let me over the wall. No, the AoE comes in time. Emlex, she aims at the bloblets, and now Faker in 1v2. Let me hear the taunt. Blocks out the just punch as well. The stun gonna land as well when they need it to buy a bit more time in a Faker. Bang though, coming back in, and he is seen on a war there at least.
But those positives were with Uzi dying so early on for RNG. You can look at the damage dealt.
Knockup to be had. He's going to pull him back in as well. The hook not going to land, though. That was 100 units away in the re-engage in. Blank does not have the passive, but Emlex, she does not have any health bars left, and he's going to fall down. The shutdown kill goes over to Huni. The chase in for Faker. Can he get the next one? Well, now looking into the top jungle. Into the mid lane, they found Fig, but a lot of time his body looks back towards Uzi. Barrier used, the shield's in as well. The hook not going to land either from Wolf. Can't quite land those. And as they disengage, the flashback in, they've caught Uzi. The reset is not going to be enough for Big, and Bang gets us the kill. And now the re-engage, the chase forward. One more time will find Let Me. The chase in for Blank as well. Faker dangerously low, but still limping away, staying alive. The pull back in for Blank means a second. Let Me just barely staying alive with his shield though. As you've got MLXG holding the front line, tries to pump the randoms for a slow, and it will force a disengage.
Carry up. That was the fight. That was the pick SKT was looking for. It gets them the out of the last couple of picks haven't worked.
Again, looking at Xiao, who their ulti pop to get the shuttle out, and the team's going to run back away. But Let Me will find the one-man taunt. Wolf going to be the target, and here comes Faker. It's going to be the early disengage of Xiao, who block gets the shield pump. They still will not fly the bang, and the Ding is picking them all off. The Twin getting all of them. Double kill already. Looking for the next one, but still forced to disengage. Now Faker jumps on the wall to face right now. Teleport buys a few seconds, still in for the push backdoor going. It's going to be dropped off all the same. 20 seconds of the respawn for the major carry. It will be Inhibitor, then out. Elder Dragon, Baron, both alive. No one is even close to in range. Let Me an easy recall. There's the pickup for RNG.
And SKT trying to get Elder and rush it down, but there's no Tristana here. So the speed is not that fast, and the redemption, just a check.
Teleport coming in from Shen. He'll have the flank onto Bang here to try and come from behind.
Let's see if they get this fight in time. Baron buff on. The Oki's still not there for Uzi. Going in for the fight. It's going to be picked up by MLXG. Picking them all up. Now the fight to begin. Looking for the kills. One already gone as Bang has lost his life. The flash forward for Uzi. Doing it the best he can. Another passive gone as Faker. Now isolated, suppressed. And there's the Malzahar damage we needed. 3 kills already for the Chinese squad. Looking for a 4th as the slow lands a perfect range for Let Me. And Uzi is here, and the Wolf is gonna be falling. Uzi gets himself another 6 kills in the game. Mid lane under fire.
RNG gonna walk it up the mid lane here to the Nexus turrets.
And they're gonna have it. The celebratory channel just for good measure, but Huni cannot possibly stop this onslaught. 38.5 minutes. Game 1 is done. RNG need 2 more.
This win means so % win rate at Worlds.
Against SKT themselves. Nocturne! Nocturne gets picked up as the jungle pick here. I think it's also 100% win rate, by the way.
Meanwhile, Blank is going to be able to secure that Ocean Drake, and the early regeneration will help out those players.
It's not concerned at all. They're going for the play. This one nice spot. It buys a bit of space, but it still will be the fear. Here comes the re-engage. Wolf nearby the flash to get this one. Do they have the damage? No, not just yet. Blank stays alive. They get the kill. A trade back though for Uzi. 1-for-1. Junglers both dead. Ning is around. Here comes the rest of the fight as Huni is teleported in. The ulti across. Xiao locked in the hexagon. Does he have the
first turret goal is all over, and instead they're going to try and make a play.
Huni's top laner sense, because we've talked about the Pixies playing, Jace, Game playing, Trundle. The fact that this team largely has been loose so far in this game is looking good. Small point, but because they don't have Ardent Sensor on SKT's side, the one-item power spike of the Rage Blade on Varus, I think, is not as much there.
Using the ultimate strategically, for cutting off options for SK Telecom, Gallia ultimates and team coordination, then if that ultimate is used optimally, it can
counter rotation by RNG bot side, double TP.
Yeah,
just a single.
Yeah, Huni already there, but Faker going to the flash forward. The stuff going to land, and they have the damage. One picked up already. already the re-engage for Faker's only a knockup. He's still 1 versus 3. The chase forward, Ming wants everything. MLXG rather, no, it's gonna be him traded down to the turret. Faker pulling him into the damage output. Uzi waiting the wings though. The silence is on. Will they re-engage this one? Look for the play as he puts him into the turret. The damage output coming across towards Faker, then back towards the jungle as Blank losing the health bar, but staying alive. The Deadly Venom not.
Team been so successful. Currently, they've got Huni up top in a 2 versus 1. Get some vision of the Nocturne while the rest of the team here on screen uses this Riptail to get multiple charges off.
Yeah, mid-turret dead, through 2 under fire as well. The engage coming across though. Here comes the spray and pray, looking for a couple more kills. The knockups to knock back to there, and Ming has fallen already. Now Uzi, a bit isolated. Faker can chase, but doesn't have flash for it. Here comes the dive out of Huni. Gets hold it back. Do they have the burst damage? Nearsighted, trying to take him down, and they do just almost have the damage, but it's still in the trade as MLXG's already dead. Won't force to jump away. The Deadly Venom maybe taking him down. Let me on the chase as well. Faker going towards the turret. Finds Xiaohu for some damage. Looks for a bit more. Let me get himself the 1 kill. He throws the house at him and brings it down to the same. You get a lead. Your health bars and mana pools come right back up, and something you can take
To always see a Mountain Drake on a team that has the tools that Papa Smithy was talking about earlier. You know, if SK Telecom can try and mount
Trains 1 for 1. He's done his job.
This time it's going to be an easy kill on the Blank. His health bar turned into his name at this point. Does have the ultimate across. Here it comes, and of course the dash sort of been used. Flash not going to be enough. He's fleeing, but here comes the chase down, and there's not a lot of ways out. MLXG getting low though. He's got to be careful. The knockup is in for Faker. Naked number 2, the boomerang not going to land. It comes back, but it doesn't matter. A shutdown for the best player in the world. Hoping to bring one more for SKT as Blank now finds an easy jungler to kill. The fear not going to matter. Blank gets himself a solo.
from SK Telecom. The hero's entrance from Faker. Now they're on the Baron.
And they're still going. Jungler dead. Baron on their sights. 5,000 health left. There's no chance a Smite gets in range in time. So Uzi, can you stop them? Gets away from the ultimate. Does not have his own to use. TP coming in. Will this be a stop? They can try to take down Blank, but it's going to be difficult. This fight going to be crap. Here comes a team fight. Will they have the damage? Uzi gets the back line. Now spots out Fig, but meanwhile a kill had already come through. Thanks to Leona. The re-engage. Xiaohu being stunned up. Finds the silence, but he does not have any way out. And MLXG, it's going to be a death here, sorry, for Ming as well. Looks like a 3-for-1 advantage SKT.
A turret being set up for SKT.
Exactly as we thought. The Nocturne went to the side lane to try and punish, but there's no bigger hero in League of Legends history than Faker himself to come in and right the situation after that play, that single play. Now with the Baron buff, they'll be able to break this game wide open.
Deathless kill leader on the team. Kubert is a patient leader on the team right now. Highest
Organized around that Baron plate after Faker chases Uzi off to that Baron buff.
Ooh, the flash stunn's gonna land. No ulti though, but the chase down's still gonna be had. I don't think Let Me has a way out, and he doesn't. 11-8 now, SKT pushing the lead. 5v4, Baron buff activated. Look at the next play. Unless you're gonna block the knockup, nearly getting picked off there by Blank, but able to disengage a little bit longer. Meanwhile, you're seeing the top lane being pushed, and Huni gets the inhibitor turret, the first of this game so far. Mid and boss still under fire though.
The pressure mounting here from the former world champions as they take down another inhibitor turret. Bang's gonna walk out after this one, and Huni is gonna be able to arrive at the rest. How ineffective this Nocturne is. Here goes Faker though.
Ulti gets on one as well. Faker looking for the next play, and Ming getting away from that one. Flash out from Uzi though, cleanse off as well. Important summoner's missing as Faker just kites right back in the middle. Inhibitor will fall. Top lane has already dropped a little while ago. Nice! Amazing explosive cast. Got a Blanket. The re-engage coming across. Looking for a bit more. The knockup's fine. Will they get some more kills? Uzi taunts it up. The flash forward. The body slam is in. 2 deaths already. Making a third shortly. SKT will not be stopped inside their opponent's base. Xiaohu practically alone now as the support can only sit and watch the base starts to fall. Huni walking away. He's going to stay alive. The turrets will fall in 8 minutes faster than RNG did it in game 1. SKT looks to close back into game 2 as their 4th kill comes in for the fight. And the reigning world champions are closing in on their march.
Is this the beginning of another series? We see SK Telecom giving away game number 1, limping in game number 1 due to
again, Camille can certainly deal damage. Obviously, they won with Varus Camille in the previous game. Tristana probably even higher top-end damage, so it's worked from before. They can certainly do it again, but Big continues to be on tanks. Seems to be right back out of this one. The flash forward! He's going for the big play! One more attack! Xiaohu heals! One more hit! First play to the mid lane! And it's an execute because there is no damage!
after after the mid lane incident here. He's coming for his Raptor Cam now.
Good smite, actually. Blank grabs that one. The stun could be landing. The taunt in there as well. And not quite the damage kill on Blank, but now with the jump, they have this one. Hootie might TP to save him. Will they do it? Cell Division is popped, running out of health, and who's going to get the kill on this one? Xiaohu, 300 gold richer with a blue ball.
Kill pressure's going away. SKT's gameplay is so reliable.
Yeah, you say that's all they want, but that's a lot to ask for. Here comes Blank though, mid lane.
The taunt hit confirms the knock. If this could be enough damage, Let's Bounce brings him right into the turn. The knockback there as well. Perfect coordination for the SKT duo and a kill.
They haven't found the opportunity.
Here comes the big play, the flash to stun up Faker. The rest of the team not going to come through just yet as the TP does come in for Let Me. Bounce brings him back in. Faker's been stopped. The ulti not quite going to land, but the rest of CC is still going to cut through. Faker running for his life, but no summoners to save him now. The rest of the chase should be just a formality. And Uzi shows up crucially. 4 assists to give the thing.
In the bot lane, the turret's almost down. It's mid lane.
Looking for winning out into the mid lane, though. The hard CC going to be landed and chained together. Look at the burst. A crowd on Xiao, who forced to run away. Does get knocked up. Good aim by Faker. The rest of the team coming across. Gets the shield. Tries to one. He will just get out of range. Someone to heal. Buys a bit more time as he looks to turn it back in. But don't know if they have the damage to knock down Faker. I'm like, she's still in the chase. Pops the ulti for him, but a nice taunt by some time. Blank back in. Another shield comes through with the rise. Do you believe he stays alive?
I am thoroughly enjoying these 2v2s mid.
And they're going to knock him down. Do you have to believe it? No, they can't quite get the damage. Yes, they do. Will it be another? Not just quite, but the turret turns to the cell division.
Step here, guys.
4 versus 2. No turret behind the TP stop, and it's still 3v2. Turned invulnerable. Buys a few seconds to knock him there. But Uzi's trying to stay alive. The barrier in. He's still surviving. And now he's turning it around. Looking for Blank. Looking for the chase down now into Bang. Pop the ulti stun's going to land. One or two of them in, but Faker going to join. Flashes forward. They won't quite catch up Blank, but now it's the Galio's turn to get the damage across. Shields coming in, and they can't find the kill. And Uzi to get his second. 5-2 RNG.
Cement the kill onto Uzi.
Just like you alluded to last game, Papa Smithy. Let Me quietly doing his job in the top lane on that Maokai. Yet, 2 of the biggest moments in this game enabled by that Maokai.
On paper, perfect move from SKT. Notice Let Me still does not. Vision is sticking for RNG. They're going to get the Rift Herald as well. And
They want to use the numbers advantage to grab back some turrets.
Let Me wants to stand there 1v4 and buy some time. Ulti comes across for this stun, but Let Me loses his life as the Maokai. The big AoE slow comes across. Doesn't mean all that much. They're still running away. Blank, actually, you gotta be kidding me! Drops down to the turret. I didn't think it was possible, but MLXG finds himself the kill. The re-engage that
both sides of their jungle, and they're going to lose their mid lane turret first as well.
And we've talked so much about timings in Champs, so like this is the timings where
RNG the top lane. I don't think that Herald's going to die, so that will be top outer dying right as mid falls to the push from Bang. The expected job of to save to one more shot will do him in, and Xiaohu finds it. Faker now a missed 4. The push is in. Do they have the damage they need to kill him off? The chase continues in, and he's not going to be long for the world, and they're invulnerable under the turret. That's going to be number 3. Cell Division be damned. They will get the damage. You've got to believe it'll happen. A double kill for the Fade for Uzi taking Krugs.
That's a secondary Rift Herald from ages ago. The Rift Herald's actually still alive. They're going to get the big brother of the Baron as well.
Sub that final spot, and they are making a hard push here in game number 3 to make that happen.
It may be a historic matchup, but RNG have never taken 2 games in a best of 5 over SKT. To go up 2-1 would be history being written.
We've seen the 2-1s be turned back before here at Worlds. You can never count them until they hatch. But RNG hoping to count those chickens all the same, pushing into the mid lane, looking to end it with this Baron push. Sub 23 minutes of stun to the back line. Bang jumping away. And the wave's gone in the mid lane. They got to buy a little bit more time.
During this time, Huni is split pushing for SKT.
They bring in Let Me. He's kidnapped to the back line. Nobody's trying to put him in the fountain, though, buying a bit more. And now onto the turrets a little bit longer. The Cosmic Radiance buys a few more seconds as well. As Faker taking a lot of damage forced away. Turret number 1 falls. The health bar's getting a bit low, but they've got to respect this. There could be a 5v4 because Camille is still pushing. Huni is still answering the siege from RNG.
Xiaohu brought in the minion wave to try to finish the game, get the turret, because the spin push continues. Here's the turn.
The flash re-engage. Can they kill Faker because Camille's not stopping? They will knock down the mid lane. Unstoppable. Uzi is himself. And Wolf is going to be skinned as well. Here's the teleport now. Huni needs to keep his team alive. 5 versus 3 to win the game. To go up 2-1. Uzi on the fountain. Flashing away, getting away from Huni. Looking for the damage up, but can they get rid of it? Yes, they can. No one left to stop them. RNG are a single game away from making history. make his entrance. A high damage team out of Royal Never Give Up. The only tank gonna be that Jarvan from MLXG, and he's got Warrior earlier this series. A Straka to keep them healthy though if they can. I think he's won every straight up duel that's been available to him. Sometimes he's been down, but otherwise a pretty good job. Pharaoh gets a bit more, and maybe looking for the play here. Faker has the taunt ready. This could be the first kill of the game. The knockups continue on. MLXG goes to the knockup, and there are no more spells to land. A couple getting himself behind, and suddenly Huni in a 1v4. Landing in a rune press into silence into the rune. There's no way out just yet. The attack's still coming through. Huni has the flash, won't use it. Uzi finds kill number 2 of the game.
RNG call for the
Game plan for SKT. They were ready to make that turret dive. Ice down the first turret blood.
Plays that you can get a Rumble is prevent that 2-for-2 trade. He completely stymies the bot lane push continuing. That tier 2 turret's going to be safe. It will be a turret trade. First one did go to SKT, meaning that gold lead the extra
out in their top side push. It looks like they're not willing to use it though, and SK Telecom will come out with a 2
before that Baron spawns. And here we go, a knock at the one to Huni. He's still got the flash, but he's silenced. Inside the pit, finally jumps out, and Faker rejoins the play. As the Cloud Drake falls, it's Faker's turn to run away, but he's not taking much meaningful damage. Jumps into a wall, and
fear. Bane goes very deep.
The power spike is in. Rage Blade plus Arc Sensor and Lulu giving him the buffs. He can single-handedly push champions away. That is what Juggernaut. Deathly injured Jarvan makes it hard to steal away. Uzi does have the ulti though. In comes the team and the flash to get away. They're so afraid of what Huni can do to them. With the Meganar, Uzi on the wings, he clears by some space, but he gets shot down. The Cosmon damage is there, and the chase back in. Bang will not be felled. He will find more targets than Xiaohu to lose his life as well. Another one in for Huni. That's 4 for nothing, SKT.
Kiteback was so big for SKT. Taking down Uzi with the Winds of War was the big factor that couldn't get the huge ult. The equalizer wasn't enough. The spray and pray not enough, and now they want Baron.
SK Telecom put their faith in Bang, and he stands tall with all of their defenses. Now the Baron will be easily claimed, and SKT once again will pressure.
No one in range to steal a green auto attack. At a certain point, he only ran in a straight line against Storm Raiders Cogma. You do not build distance to be happening. Even still, mid turret falls 5-2 in turrets.
You can see how helpless RNG are at this point in the game. With Baron buff given over to this such substantial Cogma.
Top of the rise, the re-engage the backside. Do they have the explosive damage they need? The re-engage, but look at the AoE! And he's shredding everybody! And now Faker forced to run with the team suddenly in front of him. He's got nowhere to go! They've surrounded him, and Faker, without a flash, without a prayer, double kill for Uzi!
When they needed the most, the spiciest!
Wait, no equalizer available.
Gotta respect a flash out of all the tanks, though. Huni can do it, so can Faker. Gotta respect this. He's not gonna go in just yet. Looking for backline access now. A slow. No, yet the spray and pray. And will be a disengage so far. SKT, the re-engage, but he's tanky. It's not an easy kill to go for. The flash forward. Bang wants to do it. He channels it under Wound, and he gets the kill. Uzi's dead. And without a carry, this could be the game just now. The flash forward. They found the second, a double for the Cogma.
We see it once again. You can't get away from that Cogma. Bang flashes forward, and now SK Telecom inside the base, looking to push this one to a game 5.
And Faker recalls to heal up and TP back here for the next wave. It's all about wave for them for RNG in the 3v5, but here comes the siege, looking for the turrets, looking to bring it to game number 5. And 5 men strong, they look. There's the taunt, they're going for the kill first in a Xiaohu. Huni joins in as well, and he does not have a way out. Bang gets his 3rd in a row. Now the turret's left to fall. Faker gets number 4, and there is no stopping them. Soraka is not going to heal a building. The stone will crumble. RNG will drop in game 4. They needed to find a couple more kills for good measure.
No minion wave here, so it's buying a little bit of time. Ming will die as well. This should be the win for SKT. No SKT fan would have said build around Bang, but that's exactly what they did.
When the Uzi 1v5's knocking him out of the Nexus, falls SKT! Bring us to game 5!
Step number 1 for SKT complete. They are now 8-0 in elimination matches.
Risky choice by RNG.
Incredibly risky. We mentioned how difficult it is to play the team fights with the Taric. You're using it effectively and specifically in Champion Select here, but Taric and Tristana can also apply a tremendous amount of kill pressure. Ming, though, taking a lot of damage on the outside.
Not a lot of ways out. He flashed, but it's going to be Peanut in range. He's going to get in there with the Ignite. The damage comes through. First blood for Bang.
Sweeper misses the ward, so Peanut's in vision.
Flash only lands. Here's the rest of the knockup, and they're going to have all the CC they need. MLXG going to drop 2-0 SKT.
And
Handle the
Huni.
1v1, but a little bit, not enough time really had, and Huni will get the solo kill on first turret of the game.
The auto attacks and the damage output, then it could be similar. Here we go on the bottom side though. Let me is the target.
Two puts in the dodge, he buys a lot of time, and here comes the rest of the squad. Wolf is here, the taunt to buy some time, but Peanut can walk away. SKT, 3 unanswered kills.
That was really strong, even through the dodge field, able to pick him up. They'll summon the Rift out, force RNG to react bot side, and Baker's just leaving open, trying to wave clear around the mid lane.
Baker feels like he's constantly trying to put out fires across the map, but
Look at the number one burning on top. Flash kick the interval, wall into all the rest of the damages there. Huni, of course, the standard build doesn't have any resistances yet, and they knew their limits. MLXG hoping to get this first turret, but here comes Baker. They've got to walk away. I think he might have known that MLG had no flash, but still a flash to get away. Didn't want to get knocked up, but a quick dodge out by Let Me, but SKT able to get their third turret now of the game as bot lane
trying to keep that pressure on top side while sacrificing this dragon. They really want more gold.
This is now 4-2 in turrets. SKT pushing farther ahead. 3,000 now the lead.
Will Peanut be left alone?
He is, but he dodges a stun. It means he's able to walk away. That could have been a dive if not for the quick fingers and the
Take every little bit they can get.
Thomas Smith, you mentioned trading farm before to narrow in on that.
Teleport to join the rest of the team. But here they go.
Cataclysm pops and kicks right back to the rest of the team. MLXG hoping to buy some time. Will get flashed on by Baker. The knockups to follow. Here comes Shen. The knockups still coming in. Do they have the damage up? But MLXG trying to run away, getting on the wall, staying alive with a chase in for Peanut. Will find the first kill and break all the silence. And the chase now for Let Me slowed. And no flash, but getting away, but a dead jungler is all SKT needs.
They find the kill on the jungler, and that's all SK Telecom need to flip the switch. Baron started up once again.
He's still pretty far away, walking in an easy solo on the Drake for Huni. Baron losing more and more with health, 8,000 health left. You can see a quick blink in, Uzi nearby. Bang, hitting the shots in, down to 4,000. Let Me in the front line. Here's a TP in for Huni, and a trap gets Uzi too low. Royal never gonna forfeit the Baron. The smite comes through, and now it might be too late for Xiaohu. Flashing away, hitting the blue for a bit of move speed, but his health bar's running low, and Baker will shut him down. SKT Xiaohu is back. This should be an easy push at the very start. So the question is, what do they go for? Is it inhibitor and more, or inhibitor and back? And they look to be positioning a bit forward here, but they will cease at this point. Take the win that they can get.
For engagement, and the range destroys the turret.
With the turret gone, that means there's no engage to be had for RNG. They should back off of this one. A nice knockback means there's no taunt on Uzi. Look at the next one is Xiao, who actually cleanses away with the QSS. The inhibitor is gone, and now there should
No, right now with Randuin's complete. Tower's falling low.
Baker pushed away, but yeah, the shot's still coming in. The turret's tanked up, and this will be turret number 8 for SK Telecom T1. They've doubled the score of RNG in this. A 4-stack Elder Dragon going to SKT. He has to respect Baker. Smite comes in. Huni goes to the Mega Door. The triple stun. Here's the follow through. It's going to be 2 already. And into the back lane goes Let Me. Cannot kill off Wolf though as the Chinese members are falling left and right. Uzi on the run. Peanut here to follow soon. Jumps forward, finds the dunk to flash away. But it's a 3v5. Can you win this fight and make it down to 2? This could be the death now. Uzi trying to kite from Huni. It's not going to happen. That's 4. That's going to be 5. That's the ace.
And the legend of SK Telecom will not die today.
I've been told they're mortal, but they are not going to die today. A 12,000 gold lead. The team fight when they need it. SKT, masters of control, will take down the Nexus, will take down RNG, and are headed to their 4th World Championship final.
You never profess the death of SKT at Worlds until you see it in front of your eyes. Najin Shield went up 2-1 against them in 2013. Rox Tigers went up 2-1 last year. This team has been down multiple match points before, but they keep coming back, and Uzi could not be the clutch player in the last game. MLXG made the match about himself, drafting the Lee Sin. No big kick coming through from MLXG, and the SK Telecom T1 juggernaut rolls forward to a 4th World Final.
It rolls forward, but it was pressured. They had to work so heavily for this. 2 best-of-5s. SK Telecom have been pushed to the brink. Yes, they have made it, but man, it's been close.
Down 2-1, and both times they pulled back the last 2 games they needed. SKT, as you said time and again, but it's worth repeating and mentioning. You don't see dynasties this good in esports or any sports. 4 World Finals in 5 years. Could be 4 titles in 5 years as well. The team so happy. Peanut came in and was the clutch member needed.